Hi, I'm TC Currie, transformational leader. And from my upcoming book, The Grateful Game, here are 5 ways in which you can leverage the power of gratitude to improve our overall mental wellness. One is start small. When I first started my gratitude journey, I was unemployed. I was living in somebody else's house. I didn't have a car. I was waiting on food stamps to come in, and it was bleak. And I saw an episode of Oprah Winfrey, and she talked about making a list of 10 things every day that you are grateful for. And so I thought, well, I've got nothing to lose. Why don't I try this? And it was really hard to start. I mean, I lost most of my possessions. I was in this space where it didn't look like there was anything to be grateful for. But I realized that I was grateful that I can see, and I am grateful that I can see. And so being able to connect to that led to other things to be grateful for. I'm grateful I can hear. I'm grateful that there are trees outside of the cabin that I was living in, and I love trees. And it was like, you know what? I can be grateful that those are here and that I can walk out the door and be among them. So instead of saying, oh, I'm grateful when I have a new job or when I have a new car, it's best for a gratitude practice in order to shift your mental perspective. It's good to focus on the small, everyday sorts of things that go unnoticed a lot of times in our own lives. Number 2 is that it takes practice. So be very gentle with yourself. You're literally laying down neural pathways. So this is a brand new thing, and like any kind of exercise, it takes practice. So what you do not want to do is start beating yourself up for not being grateful, because that's very counterproductive. So if you miss a day, just say, okay, and I'm grateful that I'm coming back to my list today. There's no reason to be harming yourself because you want to be grateful. Number 3 is connect to the feeling. It's not just enough to say, okay, I'm grateful for my house, I'm grateful for my car, I'm grateful for my dog. Take a moment after you say what you are grateful for to connect to the feeling. You know, that very first time I said, okay, I'm grateful for my sight. And I felt it. And that propelled me to start looking for other things for which to be grateful. So connect to the feeling. Number 4 is be grateful for what you already have. I mean, look behind me. I've got great art on the walls, and those 2 photographs I happened to take. And so if I'm casting about for something for which to be grateful, I can look at that and say, oh, I remember I was at the Arboretum and that tree was just so beautiful. And allow that feeling of gratefulness. You know, where our houses are filled with art objects and pictures on the walls and, you know, scattered things and the clothes that we have that other people gave us. And so just pick 10 things and remember why you wanted it in your life in the first place. And number 5 is make it a game. So my boyfriend started this, and we were coming back from a week away, and we were so relaxed and everything was great. And we hit this huge traffic jam, and it was horrible. And we started getting really upset and just like, we just were tired and wanted to be home. And here were all of these cars in our way. And so my boyfriend said, okay, letter A. What are you grateful for the letter A? And so apples, and we started tossing out things and things got silly and the letters got mixed up. And so one of the rules of the grateful game is there are no rules. As long as you're being grateful for something, you're playing right. You're doing it right. And so I was squirreling away some things for X's, because that was coming up. And I never got to it because the traffic shifted. And by the time that had happened, we were all the way, I think, to T's. And it was a long traffic jam. But we were happy because we had filled the car with gratitude and all of these things that we enjoy in life. And so those are 5 easy ways that each of us can leverage the power of gratitude to improve overall mental wellness. This is TC Currie, transformational leader. Thank you.